And we are back here at Shamrock Fighting Championships Meltdown in Ameristar Casino. Jeremy Johnson along with Kevin Englund as we get ready for our main event, which is going to feature Nick Gehrts taking on Andrew Tyson. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to get this started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. The main event of tonight is brought to you by Title MMA and Alpha Pawn. Do you have gift cards that you don't want? Looking for a ring? What about a TV, stereo, camcorder, or camera? Or for the hunter in your family, a gun? Need money to pay a bill? Bring Alpha Pawn, one of the items, and we will be glad to assist you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. Kansas City, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Nick Gehrts.
I am so excited that we are ready to get this main event going. This one has a huge fight of the night written all over it. Also, of course, the Becky Ruth Taylor Turner fight is going to be a hard one to come back. But Andrew Tyson taking on Nick Gehrts as Nick Gehrts walks out. Now, Nick Gehrts is a lifelong martial artist. He started training at the age of 15 years old. He feels that MMA is his career, and he puts all of his time in at Knoxville Martial Arts Academy alongside UFC vets Ovid St. Peru and Clint Hester. Gehrts is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt under UFC vet Rafael Oliveira, and tonight looks to put his opponent on his back and control the fight.
Jeremy, Gehrts is supremely confident. He was so confident earlier when we were speaking to him. He thinks he can win this fight anywhere. He is not worried in the slightest about the skill of Tyson.
Yes, he has no worries whatsoever coming into this fight. He says that he has the ability, no matter if he gets put on the ground, he can take care of it. All of his 4 wins coming by submissions. He is a consummate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter.
Absolutely, Jeremy. He is not worried about wherever the fight goes. If it goes to the ground, he's happy. If it stands up, he's happy. He doesn't care where the fight goes. He thinks he wins this fight anywhere it is.
He also has one of the coolest flying knee KOs that was shown on Inside MMA as possibly one of the knockouts of the year.
You know, Jeremy, we've been touting Tyson as the athlete. Gehrts is an athlete also with a flying knee knockout. That is impressive, an impressive knockout.
Looking to get the grease applied and get things moving. Referee Mike Englund checking him out.
You know, Jeremy, regarding that last fight, the win for Grant, I spoke to referee Mike Englund. He told me that since Fredenberg was not able to continue the fight from an accidental blow, Grant gets the automatic win.
Very interesting. Well, let's get this one going. So we'll stand it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to introduce Andrew Tyson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out his opponent tonight. Fighting out of the red corner, give it up for Andrew Tyson.
This will be a good one. We are looking to live up to the hype of the main event and Andrew Tyson. He has been touted all over as Kansas City's next big thing at 145 pounds. We're just waiting for him now to begin his walkout. This is going to be serious. He is a fan favorite here in Kansas City, always looking for the action. Just waiting now for the walkout to begin.
You know, Jeremy, Tyson is touted as an excellent wrestler and a superior athlete. I can't wait to see how this fight turns out. I can't wait to see how Gehrts handles the athleticism of Tyson and how Tyson handles the slick jiu-jitsu of Gehrts if they hit the ground.
Yeah, Tyson told me that he is definitely looking to push this pace, but he feels that he is better everywhere than Nick Gehrts.
You know what's funny about that, Jeremy? Gehrts also told me he feels he is better everywhere than Tyson. I can't wait to see which one of them is correct.
Yeah, this one it will be definitely a style of matchups, but it also seems to be possibly a style of egos.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Both fighters are supremely confident in their skills.
Now, Andrew Tyson does come into this fight with some big cardio action. And there he is, folks, playing to his crowd, Andrew Tyson.
You know, that could be a little bit of showmanship also, Jeremy, making Nick Gehrts wait in the ring while he comes out. Little showmanship, I believe, from Tyson.
That definitely,
Gehrts wait.
I could see that he is messing with his opponent's head at the moment, and it appears to not affect Nick Gehrts at all as he is smiling to the crowd.
Again, like I said, Jeremy, Gehrts is supremely confident.
Now, our tail of the tape tonight on this fight, Nick Gehrts coming in 20 years old, 6 foot at 145 pounds out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Andrew Tyson, 30 years old, 5'7", 145 pounds from right here in Kansas City.
Quite the height advantage for Gehrts, Jeremy. He's looking to use that, keep long punches, and he can use those long legs and arms on the ground in the jiu-jitsu game.
Now, Andrew Tyson has definitely been called the best 145er in the Kansas City area. He trains with UFC vets Jason Hyatt, Bellator coming up, LC Davis at American Top Team HD. Tyson is 4-0 in his professional career, never had a loss. Looks to add another mark in the win column tonight against Nick Gehrts. Tyson, like as we said, feels better everywhere and plans to use his excellent cardio to take this fight wherever it needs to go.
Yeah, Jeremy, obviously no nerves out of Tyson. Again, he is very, very confident in his skills, and he thinks he is a better fighter than Gehrts. No nervousness about a first loss. It's not even a thought in his mind. He's here to win.
Now, he is definitely playing to the crowd here. He took his time waiting to get in. He made Nick Gehrts wait, but we are ready to wait no more as we send it to the cage to Stephen Baer to kick it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 145.9 pounds, fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Give it up for Nick Gehrts. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He weighs in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri. Give it up for Andrew Tyson.
Over here. This side over here. Over here. Come around this way right here, baby. All right, guys, give me instructions in the dressing room. You got any questions? You got any questions? Touch them up right here. God bless you. Come out fight. Right over here.
Oh,
buddy.
Kevin, it is time for our main event. Referee Mike Anglin putting the fighters in place as we are getting ready to go.
I'm excited, Jeremy. They were talking a little bit in that meeting with the referee. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, the smack coming. Tyson quickly takes the center of the cage.
And Gehrts goes for
immediately-
that flying knee attempt, and Tyson gets an easy takedown.
Immediately going to that wrestling. Now we get to see some of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu of Nick Gehrts.
We'll see if the strong wrestling of Tyson is going to counteract that good jiu-jitsu of Gehrts.
Very classic matchup of wrestler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu person. Of course, that wrestler does not want to get on his back, but the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they don't care.
Absolutely. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist is very comfortable on his back. No problems at all until the punches start coming, Jeremy.
Yep, they always say no matter what, if you're a BJJ purple belt.
Oh, looking for a heel hook.
Oh!
Gehrts looking for a heel hook. He's still
He's
looking.
cranking.
Very nice escape from Tyson. Not quite out of trouble yet.
Looking to possibly switch to a knee bar.
That's that BJJ purple belt, Jeremy. You never know what submission's gonna pop up.
Nick still looks supremely confident on the ground as he is eating a few shots here from Tyson. Tyson looking to attempt to pass that guard, lands a few shots, and is it just me or is Nick Gehrts kind of laughing at him there?
Nick Gehrts is, again, still supremely confident, and he's using his long arms to keep Tyson's short arms from punching him.
Yeah, it's funny. It seems that Nick Gehrts is talking to Andrew Tyson. That has got to mess with your. What is this move, Kevin, that he's rolling for here?
It looks like he was rolling for a knee bar. He's not rolling for that anymore. He's just gonna spin. He's gonna spin back around and try and pull guard here. If he gets that left leg over, he's gonna be in a triangle
working
position.
For the triangle.
Very nice posture by Tyson. That's how you defend the triangle. Once you get his other arm in, get both arms in between the legs, and he's out of that bad position.
Now, it definitely looks like Tyson has worked some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defense here as he is working to, again, try to stop that triangle from coming.
Absolutely. You know you're going in there with a BJJ purple belt who's long and rangy. You need to be able to defend the triangle.
Halfway through round 1 here at Shamrock's Fighting Championship Meltdown, our main event.
It's like
oh, big shot. Very interesting that Nick Gehrts
looks like
just
Gehrts
stuck
was
his
almost
tongue
looking for an
out.
Omo. Looked like Gehrts was for a second looking for an omoplata. Has given up on that. Taking short punches from Tyson.
Gehrts switching to half guard.
Tyson's doing a very good job of defending all the submission attempts from Gehrts and still landing some good hard punches.
Now, Tyson from this position really needs to try to start working the body a bit to soften him up and try to stop some of those moves as we are down to 1 minute and 30 seconds here in round 1.
And Gehrts does not want to sit still on the bottom with Tyson. Tyson is throwing hard punches. Gehrts needs to keep those hips moving, maybe get an underhook, try and get up, try and get a sweep. Or try and get back to full guard, which looks like he's trying to do now.
He does manage to pull half guard here. Working now back into full guard. Oh, starts to land some elbows. Nick is looking to try to at least stay busy, swinging his hips for an arm bar.
Everything has been defended very well by Tyson. He's very well versed in his jiu-jitsu defense. Now Gehrts looking for a Kimura. He's got the hands locked. See if he can get the arm out.
Looks like Tyson is doing the correct thing while trying to keep it between his legs and hold on tight there to block that Kimura.
From half guard, this can be used also as a sweep from Gehrts as opposed to a submission.
30 seconds left here in round 1 of Shamrock's Fighting Championship's main event.
Tyson is doing a great job of having just a very strong wrestler's base and just controlling the top position well.
And he is definitely talking to, Gehrts is talking to Tyson in the corner. Now, that was very interesting as Nick Gehrts is telling him to hit him as they are on the bottom. I mean,
Gehrts even went over to Tyson and congratulated him for having a good round at the end of the round there, Jeremy. Is he trying to get in his head, or is he just that crazy? Who knows?
very interesting way to fight that fight. Spent all of the time on his back, had all of his submissions attempts stop as we watch here. Big hammer fist coming down. Gehrts trying to stop this action, allow shots to the body.
You know what though, Jeremy? You know, in Gehrts' defense, he didn't take a lot of damage in that round. He was doing a lot of good submission attempts, and he didn't take a lot of damage. I give the round to Tyson for control, but he didn't beat Gehrts up at all. He didn't land a whole lot of big, strong shots, maybe one or two here and there, but that's not enough to stop a tough fighter like Gehrts.
So what do we need to see out of Gehrts coming into this next round?
I think Gehrts needs to be on top or keep it standing.
As we get ready for round two here, referee Mike Anglin, we get the corners closed, and we're off. Again, Tyson coming in straight, looking again for the takedown, and he gets it.
And a very nice, easy double leg off of the kick of Gehrts. You know, when you're fighting a wrestler, you seldom want to kick, Jeremy. It's very easy for them to catch that kick and get an easy takedown. I realize that Gehrts doesn't mind being on his back, Jeremy, but you never want to give an easy takedown. If Tyson wants a takedown, you want to make him earn it. Gehrts.
And being on your back without a significant amount of work does not equal winning.
No, absolutely not. You know, most judges in MMA are going to award the guy who's on top unless you do quite a bit of damage or almost get some submissions.
And I don't think that there was nearly enough submissions in that first round.
He attempted them, but he didn't come close to finishing any of them.
Tyson has Gehrts pressed up against the cage here and begins to land some big shots.
Gehrts is talking to us, Jeremy. He's talking to us while he's fighting.
Yes, he is.
And he's talking to his opponent. But you know what he's not doing, Jeremy? He's not submitting, he's not getting up, he's not winning this fight. You know, not a lot of action here, Jeremy.
No,
Tyson isn't doing a lot, but neither is Gehrts.
yeah, he needs to be swinging his hips around there for some armbar action. But I tell you what, he is talking a lot from the bottom.
Tyson looking for a pass into half guard, into Gehrts' half guard, and landing little stronger shots there. Tyson pinning the arm.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of action so far in this round, but we do have a lot of big control coming from Andrew Tyson.
Tyson is winning his fight. He's grinding it out on the ground. He's not getting submitted. He's doing a little damage here to keep him from getting stood up, a little damage here and there, but not doing any damage is going to knock out Gehrts.
We are halfway through round two here. Nick Gehrts not showing a lot from the bottom, but it doesn't seem that anything is bothering him at the moment. He really needs to do something here, as he is going to be ending up down 2 rounds if it continues at this pace.
Absolutely. You know what you're going into the fight. You know you're going in there with a good wrestler. You got to be offensive from your back, or you got to get up, or you got to stay up. You know what I mean, Jeremy? He can't win the fight here just sitting here not getting damage done.
This is definitely a wrestler's game. They want to stay on top, be heavy, and control where the fight goes. And Andrew Tyson is doing a great job of that so far.
Absolutely. He's implementing his game. He is controlling this fight, implementing his game.
I have literally never seen anyone talk this much to their opponents, though, during the fight.
That talk's all great and dandy, Jeremy. It's fun to watch, but he's not doing anything. You can talk all you want. This is an MMA fight, not a talking fight.
Yeah, this definitely does nothing in the judge's eyes. Yeah, we have seen really nothing from the bottom coming from Nick Gehrts yet, other than just positional control.
Looking for a triangle, maybe an omoplata. Doesn't get either.
Tyson continuing to keep his hips low.
Tyson's got a very strong defense and a very strong base. You know, it's not Tyson's job to do anything. He's winning this fight here. It's Gehrts' job to get up or submit or sweep.
Yeah, Gehrts is definitely playing right into Tyson's game.
Absolutely, Jeremy. This is Tyson's game. It's what he wants to do. He wants to take him down and grind it out.
Little shoulder action there coming from Tyson. Again, Tyson starting to land a few hammer fists, looking to try to pass that guard again. Covers up, working back into full guard. We are down to 10 seconds here in round two. Tyson continuing to maintain controlling position.
More of the same in round two as it was in round one. Tyson takes Gehrts down. Gehrts attempts a few things, doesn't get anything, doesn't do a whole lot from his back.
Yeah, definitely neither fighter really showing any fatigue. Also, no fighter showing any damage, because it's basically been a wrestling match.
Absolutely. Tyson is controlling the wrestling match, not landing big, huge strikes. Gehrts isn't really doing anything, throwing up some submission attempts, getting them defended, not doing anything. Both guys need to do a little bit more. Tyson, though, has won the first 2 rounds, so it's up to Gehrts to change this fight, try and get a win. He needs to finish this fight to win.
Yeah, Gehrts is definitely going to have to finish this fight. If I was in his corner at the moment, I'd be telling him, hey, a little less talk, a little more submissions.
Absolutely. I would tell him not to kick. I would tell him not to jump in a knee. I would tell him to throw some punches, try and land some strikes, keep the fight standing. If he gets taken down, he needs to try and get back up.
Now the thing is that Gehrts does have some crazy submissions, but we just haven't seen anything yet as we get ready for our 3rd round here. Again, it starts standing, but he comes out with a kick again from Gehrts.
He's going to want to be careful with those.
Again, the flying knee.
Flying knee is a high-risk, high-reward move, Jeremy. He missed it, now ends up on his back, right where we were the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, we are right back to the same position that we have seen for the entire fight here as Nick Gehrts works for a straight armbar from the bottom.
He can turn that into a Kimura, which looks like he's going for now. Tyson's a strong guy. It's going to be tough to get that submission on him, especially from half guard. The best he's going to want to try and work for a sweep here, maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely got to work those hips a little more if he's going to think about pulling that into a Kimura.
And he lets go wisely. I think he was going to burn out his arms there. I think Tyson is a little too strong for that submission from Gehrts. But Gehrts has got to work. He's got to start moving his hips. He's got to get up. He's got to look for a sweep. He's got to do something here. He can't just lay here on his back the whole round like he did the last 2.
Yeah, we are down to 3 minutes and 50 seconds of round 3. Nick Gehrts has got to finish this fight in order to take the win. Again, sweeps back into guard.
Back to full guard. Now he's got an open guard. And he needs to do something with it. He needs to look for some submissions. Again, Tyson passes in the side or half guard. Looks like he's working a pass right now. Gives up on that, lands a couple body shots.
Yeah, Nick Gehrts has got to get some sweeps out of this position. He needs to move.
Absolutely, Jeremy. You can't win a fight on your back, not doing anything, not getting hurt. You can't win that way. He's got to do something to win this fight. Gehrts has his back on the cage. He's gonna need to try and work to get up.
Yeah, he definitely needs to try to be wall walking up the cage, stand up and start to do some damage.
Put the foot on the hips, push Tyson off, try and get up.
At this point, he needs to try to drop him back down.
Oh, he was looking for a sweep there.
Now, great work by Tyson, though, to continue to hold his position.
At some point, we're halfway through the 3rd round, Jeremy. Gehrts is going to have to go for broke, start giving up positions or attempting these submissions to get up or get a submission. He can't just play it safe and sit on his back anymore.
Now, as we enter in the last 2 minutes of round 3 here in our main event, Nick Gehrts definitely has to do something. He needs to go for broke, as you said.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Gehrts told us before the fight that Tyson was going to take him down and lay on him. Gehrts should have been prepared for this. He should have been prepared to throw submissions or to get up.
And referee Mike England stands them up.
Let's see if Gehrts can take advantage or if he just gets taken down again.
Yeah, Gehrts needs to capitalize on this situation. He needs to move away from the cage to stop this takedown.
And there goes Tyson, goes right in for a takedown. Has the hands clasped under Gehrts' butt. He's going to pick him up and take him for a ride.
Back into the exact same position with only a minute and a half left in this round. Gehrts has to do something.
Absolutely. You know, Jeremy, Tyson has this fight under control. He can go a little harder and try and get a knockout here.
And we are down to 1 minute in our main event here at Shamrock's Fighting Championships Meltdown. Again, this is the point where Nick Gehrts has to go for broke to try to finish this fight.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Not a lot of action going on out of either fighters at this moment. But Tyson is the one winning the fight. He can sit and relax. Gehrts needs to do something to try and win this fight.
Yeah, at this point in time, definitely Andrew Tyson is coasting to the win, controlling, looks to pass just enough to not let referee Mike England stand them up.
Tyson's in mount. He's got the grapevines in. He needs to do some damage here, try and make a statement on this fight. Tyson could posture up and really do some damage here. There's 15 seconds left. I would love to see him posture up, throw some big hard blows, do some damage to Gehrts before the fight ends. And that's it, Jeremy. That's the end of the fight.
As Nick Gehrts gives his opponent a ride, as we all know, it was definitely Andrew Tyson controlling everything about this fight.
Absolutely, Jeremy. He was the superior wrestler. He imposed his game on Gehrts, and Gehrts didn't do a lot to defend it.
No, this was the ultimate execution of a wrestling game plan.
Absolutely, Jeremy. I would have loved to see Tyson do a little bit of more damage, though, with that wrestling. He had the superior wrestling. He defended all the submissions. I would have liked to see him, go for some damaging blows rather than just lay on him and get an easy victory.
Yeah, this is an MMA bout. This is definitely not a wrestling match, but we did see pretty much a wrestling clinic of how to control from the top in this fight.
Absolutely. Quite a bit of control from Tyson, and Gehrts didn't do anything to stop it. Ultimately, Jeremy, it's Gehrts' job to stop Tyson from taking him down and laying on him.
Right. Tyson was definitely able to control his game plan, make it happen, and take the win.
Jeremy, even though I believe he's going to get an easy victory here, I'm a little disappointed in that style from Tyson. He's not going to get anywhere in that style. No, he's not going to get to the big show. The big shows don't want to see that lay and pray style. He didn't do a whole lot. Getting a win is good, but getting a win in an exciting manner is huge. Gets fans behind you, and people want to see you fight.
Yeah, you definitely want to show the promotion that you are here to put on a show for the fans. And unfortunately, with a style like that, it's not going to happen. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to make it happen.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before going to the scorecards, let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, going to the scorecards tonight, Judge Henry Gehrts scores the bout 30-27. Judge Brett Miller scores the bout 30-27. And Judge Kevin Champion scores the bout 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner. Give it up for Andrew Tyson.